Good morning, everybody. My name is Tina, and I am a new online student for the Troy University. And this morning, I'm going to be sharing a video about community health worker. Well, what is a community health worker? A community health worker is a trained professional that specializes in maintaining and improving the public health for the people within the community. Excuse me. Now, another thing that comes to mind when I think about what a community health worker is, I look at them as being what I would like to call a human navigator. You know, you have your navigational system that's installed in your phone, and you depend on that navigational system to get you from point A to point B. Well, that's the same thing as a community health worker. And the point I'm trying to make about that is in order for you to be able to navigate a person or persons, the first thing is you have to know about the area. You have to know where the healthcare settings are located, and you have to know what they are for. You have to know what they are about before you can direct a person, sending them to where they need to be based on their needs. So another example of a community health worker would be a case manager slash case worker. So they both go hand in hand. Now, a caseworker, their job consists of the same thing. What they have to do is conduct one-on-one interviews with each person that comes into their office. And what happens from there is that they have to get information from that person and assess situational needs based on what's going on with that person. And from there, they have to also determine what services and assistance will be necessary for that person of the case that they're working on. And then there's also a matter of developing a plan of action. You develop a plan of action for that person as a way to improve their overall well-being. And another thing I want to talk about real quick are some of the videos that I watched. What I liked about the videos that I watched on yesterday when I first logged in was that everybody seems to work as a family. Everybody works under the same umbrella, and it just looked very warm, very friendly. You know, everybody was after the same goal. And that's what I noticed when I looked at the video. You know, you may have a person in this particular office, that particular office, maybe their workload, it could possibly be a little different. It may be a little lighter. It may be a little heavier than others. However, everybody there is striving for the same thing, which is to better the community, the people in the community, making it about the people in the community. And everything just looked so friendly. You know, I saw where they were working with the people, and it looks like they had built a rapport with the people of the community. And that's one of the things you want to do is build a rapport with the people. You want them to be comfortable. You want them to know that they came to a place where their time isn't going to be wasted. They're going to come in with nothing and end up leaving with something. And to me, that's one of the goals. That is the objective, I would say, as a case manager, as well as for a community health worker for that matter. So that was one of the things that I think that stood out to me the most was how family oriented that the field looks to be. And I hope that with the right training, with the right materials, that I could be a part of a community health working family as well. So before I conclude this video, here's something that I came up with. I have a whiteboard right here behind me that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be writing some things down. So what I like to call this is performance goals. Okay. So what we have here, I'm going to sum it up in one word, and that is find. F-I-N-D. So what I have right here for the letter F, to me, that is find the need. So when you find the need, the next step is to point that person towards the assistance so that that need could be filled. And the next letter is going to be I. Identify the problem. Okay, now once we have identified the problem, we can then get that person to the proper resources, the best resources, not just any resources. Again, not only do you want to build a rapport with that person, but you also want to be mindful of what it is that they're telling you, letting you know what their needs are, what they're struggling with, whether it's dealing with drugs, alcohol, if they're looking for work, if they're looking for a place to go for shelter. So you identify the problem. Once that problem has been identified, you can then look towards getting them a workable cure. Okay, the next letter, N. Never judge. Now, we're not here to judge anybody. We're only here to get them to the place of where they need to be. Because one thing about what I like to keep in mind is it could be me, it could be my friends, it could even be my family. So the last thing I want to do is judge a person and put them down. What we want to do is put their problem down. Get that problem, sweep it up, throw it in the garbage, let it be non-existent. That's the only thing I want to do. Not judge the person, but help the person and empathize. You know, what if it were you? Put yourself in that person's shoes. And then the last one, of course, is D. Do your best. Now, I'm pretty sure that you have a lot of people in the working field who are perfectionists. And there's nothing wrong with that. You love your job. You want to be good at your job. You want to show what it is that you can do. You want to show off your expertise, and you want those expertise to be effective for that person that's in need. So the performance goals, as listed again, is find the need, F, identify the problem, I, never judge, N, do your best, D. So I hope everybody enjoyed this video. So I'm going to be concluding it right now. I hope that everybody who is after their goal achieves it. I hope to see you all in class. I hope to meet you all in class. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please have a blessed and prosperous day. You all take care.